hazmat, clown-ass zombies serving up combos. This is crazy.
Gosh, this is beyond insane.
Cannibal trying to eat.
I got a zombie army, you can't harm me. Who do you voodoo?
Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Who do you voodoo? Stand up. Sam B got the thing that go bump in the night. Who do you voodoo? Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight. Who do you voodoo? Let's go.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to some MavAttack and Dead Island. Now here's the scoop. Gamescom just had opening night live. Shout out Jeff Keighley. It's a gaming event in Europe to show new video game releases that are upcoming in the next couple of years. Dead Island 2 was not only teased with a cinematic, but teased with some gameplay. So let's watch some gameplay. Let's watch some Dead Island 2 gameplay. This is it. Oh, this is the reveal. This isn't the gameplay. DMCA strike coming soon. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Dambuster Studios have come in to save the day. We're gonna go through all of the different development teams and everything leading up to this moment, my personal stake in the Dead Island universe, and so much more. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, giving us a look at LA, because we are in LA. It's been established since like pretty much the very beginning of Dead Island 2, but we're actually here. Oh! Rip that man's whole top piece off. It's still gotta hit. You gotta get hit it.
Jimmy.
Okay. No, I'm liking the cinematics that I'm seeing. Oh, finishers. Little drop kick, skull crush like the first one.
Well, sounds like you're the star of the
Animation's
show now.
nice. Yeah. No, I'm okay. Throwing, drop kicking, environmental. This is a lot to process. Oh, hammer into the eyeball. Okay. Bro, there's so much to take in here. Little fire trails and environmental. Okay.
I will not have this devil in my house.
Hazmat, clown-ass zombies serving up combos. This is crazy.
Gosh, this is beyond insane.
Okay, so they're keeping the freaking suiciders. Oh my, bruh. There's a lot to unpack there. Obviously, there's some cinematics in there. Obviously, there's some HUD-less gameplay. So it was looking to be a lot more over the top, because obviously the first one did have a serious tone. We did look, and we're gonna look at the trailer for the very first Dead Island, because we're going back. We're gonna look at the history, but you do see some of that ridiculous tone kind of be brought up in replace of that more serious sort of somber. I feel like they're very much so bringing that to the forefront and bringing the B-movie Hollywood horror movies to the forefront, you know what I mean? So it's really cool to see the different characters and a different sense of humor. We like that. Over here, we like that ridiculous open world humor with the zombies in it, bro. Dead Rising, different zombie types. You still got your infected, still got your shamblers. Bring me back, because that looked like a butcher. Is that a butcher? Oh my god. A zombie type from the first Dead Island was one of the most terrifying zombie types. In fact, when you first are introduced to the butcher, probably one of the scariest. But now this looks like it might be an evolution. Bro, are we? And we can see that the suiciders are still in there. Towards the end of the trailer, I believe there's a bloater. There's a thug. The more big, beefy, brolic, buff motherfucker. Now, as stated in this stage presentation, there's gonna be like 6 different character classes to choose between, different characters with their own personalities and everything. As we can see with the Dead Island 2 cinematic, we have sort of like a Lenny Kravitz kind of look-alike sort of going on here, you know what I'm saying? But then you also have other survivors towards the end of this cinematic, which is dope. Like you see them out there just kind of beating ass to reinforce that cooperative play. Crazy, man. So if you don't understand where the hype comes from with Dead Island 2, Dead Island brought a different approach to the survival horror zombie apocalypse game. They did it in an RPG setting. There's different weapon types, different rarities, different enemy types ranging from low to high level enemies, and different character types that had different abilities and entirely different skill trees. They played different from one another. The reason I feel that the first Dead Island got put on the map initially was because of their reveal trailer, which if you didn't see their reveal trailer, they open with the shot of a dead child. And so they take this scenario at this island resort and reverse it to where this child is now flying back up through falling out of a window in reverse. You see it kind of play out in reverse and forward. One of the best cinematic trailer, one of the best trailers for anything, in my opinion. So this really set an expectation. This set a heightened level of hype for people before Dead Island actually dropped. Now I guess Lo, had a personal stake in Dead Island early on. I helped run a Dead Island fan forum, which ended up actually being bought out and turned into the Dead Island site, I believe. I was an admin in those forums, and we used to talk to the development team and the community manager to kind of pick their brains and get insight or any little tidbits before the game had dropped. We were excited, man. So when we finally got a look into Dead Island gameplay, what Dead Island actually was, it didn't really feel like it had that serious tone. Well, as serious as the trailer was. However, it was an absolutely phenomenal time. Nothing had been done like that in that setting with that sort of vibe, with that sort of play style before. He's like, my daughter, I gotta set you down, baby. It really set the tone, man. And even at the beginning of the game, there's an Easter egg where you see this family. At the very beginning of the game, you start in the hotel. Crazy. So now we go back to the Dead Island forums. We found this gameplay, and I went crazy. I had to record some kind of commentary, but I wasn't the best at doing commentaries. I wasn't the best at talking about games and expressing what I was seeing in the gameplay footage. One of my most viewed YouTube videos to date is actually on an old YouTube channel, which is privated now. 310,000 views. I mean, this was uploaded May 27th, 2011, but bruh.
What's up, everybody? This is Dog here with commentaries, and...
That's little low,
okay,
man.
so
That's little low.
And I want to give, first off, a shout-out to Deep Silver and Techland.
Yeah!
I just wanted to give some basic information about the game, because a lot of people had questions, and a lot of people were confused,
right?
And so I'm just here to clear up any confusion.
Clear it all up for him. Let him know.
If it's a first-person melee combat game.
He knew that.
So it's not going to be a shooter. You're not going to have, you know, a lot of guns.
Not a lot, but there's some, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, I went absolutely crazy with this gameplay. I was so excited to finally get a little taste of something I had been studying and following and trying to aid in whatever way.
It's focusing more on realism, and I know zombies aren't realistic, but there it is.
There it is. There it is. So we had finally got our taste of what Dead Island was to be. Now, Dead Island would go on to be a relatively successful game, spawning a direct sequel, Dead Island Riptide, which added a new character and forward pushed the main character's storyline up until their conclusion. There were a couple spin-offs, and then we finally got the reveal of Dead Island 2 in the way of an E3 announcement trailer. They dropped the trailer and then the game just dropped off the face of the earth, but you guys know what it is. You've seen this before. Yeah. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. I'm the bomb and about to blow up. Yeah, you guys know. The trailer dropped alongside our Jaws. And we were under the impression that Jack Black was going to even be a voice actor in the game, which he later denied. So the original developers of Dead Island, Techland, actually didn't want to work on Dead Island anymore. They wanted to pitch a different idea to Warner Brothers, which ended up being Dying Light. Deep Silver ended up getting a different development team, Jaeger Developments, on Dead Island 2, and they wanted to establish a more bright, vivid, expanse universe set in Los Angeles, this sort of over-the-top Hollywood action movie vibe. Then we didn't hear anything about Dead Island 2 for a long time. This is the guy who people thought was Jack Black.
Freaking awesome!
Which is understandable, but it fell off the face of the earth. Now flash forward to 2014, we actually get some Dead Island 2 gameplay. And this was some solid gameplay. Pre-alpha, so very, very early, but they had the skeleton, they had a foundation. And later down the road, Jaeger would stop working on Dead Island 2 due to differences between Jaeger and Deep Silver's visions for the game. So with Jaeger dropped, Dead Island 2 was pretty much in limbo, and Deep Silver had to look for another development studio to take the reins and lead this project to its finish. 2016, enter Sumo Digital. Now, Sumo Digital had worked on a few different games, notably Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing and Little Big Planet 3. Now, in late summer of 2019, THQ Nordic, who actually acquired Deep Silver, had stated that an internal studio in Deep Silver Dambuster Studios had taken charge, and from that moment forward, we've heard nothing up until now. Now, Dambuster Studios' only other developed game was Homefront: The Revolution, which was a sequel to the original Homefront game. It's actually one of my favorite open-world, first-person stealth action games. I didn't know Dambuster had actually developed this 2016 title. Now, sometime in 2020, a leaked alpha build from the Jaeger-developed Dead Island 2 had actually popped up online, so people were going in and actually getting to try out what Jaeger had worked painlessly on. And there's a lot here. In all ways, it looks and feels like a natural expansion and evolution to the Dead Island 1 formula. Fully fleshed out texturing on the guns, lighting, HUD elements, better polished in-game driving mechanics, and what appears to be a very fleshed out weapon and combat system. All things considered, it looked like a solid game, but for whatever reason, we couldn't get this version of the game. So now it's been completely built from the ground up. Now it's an entirely new beast. I was actually going to download the leaked alpha and play it for you guys, but you get the idea from the gameplay. Including Techland, Dead Island 2 had 4 different development teams and 8 years of development hell. So if you see people excited about, oh, another new zombie game, just know that we've been waiting for this zombie game for a long time. Even here on MavAttack, I have a few Dead Island 2 videos where I talk about the development progress and where things have been. Is Dead Island dead? Where is Dead Island? Look, Dead Island is a special game and is near and dear to my heart. I'm really excited that we're finally getting something in the year of 2023, and you will 100% see Dead Island 2 to some capacity on this channel. So please, if you are looking forward to seeing it covered by somebody that has history with the game, hit that sub button, attack that like if you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.
I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me.
Hey, watch it.